back, man. Episode
Good evening.
Episode 72 of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. Me and Tony are here. Antonio just cannot contain himself after that good evening from Billy Butler. So I'll skip him. I'll go straight to Matt. Matt, what's going on, man?
Hey, in a fucking heat wave in Arizona.
Yeah, I saw it was like 160 the other day or something, right?
Yeah, man, it's not even. I'm not even there. It's like 80 and it's fucking killing me here.
Jeez, you just got real weak up there, dude.
Yeah.
Why'd you go with the name Billy Butler this week? What happened?
The sweet swinging Billy Butler, and then also the Tigers are playing Kansas City right now, so it kind of got the ball rolling on that one.
I got you. Way to show respect in the division.
Yeah.
Antonio, how are those juice fills for reals? What is that?
Juicefuls.
Juicefuls, yeah.
The fuck is that?
They're healthy and delicious. Thanks to our sponsor, the Welch's, for supporting us. Their new product, Welch's Juicefuls. Get you some. Mixed fruit filled with fruit flavors. See the juice, taste the flavor.
Bam. Look at that. We really need to get sponsored if that's what we're
Is that
doing.
your porn name?
Jesus. Juiceful. Move over the juice. It's just me, Juiceful. That'd be you remember the Juicy shorts with Juicy on the ass? Tonio short says Juiceful on it.
The Slade shorts? Oh, damn. Wearing a crop top hoodie?
What a time to be alive. Yeah, it's just belly just hanging out a little bit.
Yeah.
Has a nice belly button ring on it.
That's the one.
Basically Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, Tonio's pretty much Zeke Elliott eating Welch's. Yeah. All right, so let's get into some tough topics, actually. The division winners and division runner-ups predictions of this year's NFL season. Tonio, you want to go first?
Yes, sir. Who we going to start with? What you going to start, AFC, NFC?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but a couple weeks ago, you didn't even realize that your team was in the AFC East, so...
Are we just going to, before we get started, are we going to go by, like, each division and then go around, like, the table? Like, AFC North, blah, blah, blah? Or are we just doing
Yes, sir. That's what we're going to do. I'll start us off with the best division in football, AFC East.
The one I didn't know. Uh-huh.
No proof. No proof. So, I have Buffalo Bills being atop the division with, shocker, the New England Patriots being the second runner-up. I just don't believe in Aaron Rodgers. I think he's a great thrower of the ball, but when it comes to winning, he's allergic. I'm going to stand on that.
You don't like the Dolphins?
Tua one hit away from the morgue, bro. I'm just sorry. Like, who's their backup? Teddy? Still? Yeah. Teddy one hit away from being where Tua is. So it's like, they got all the talent in the world over there. Don't get me wrong. They got the talent at receiver. Defense ain't that bad. But, bro, you can't win in this league without a quarterback no more. It's just not happening.
That's true.
You look at the Chiefs. Their defense ain't good at all. But they got one or two best quarterback in the league right now. And, well, he just wills them to win. So, yeah. I don't see them. Go ahead, Matt.
I'm actually going to go out with some shockers here. I think Miami wins that division. With all the moves they made in the last 10 months, they better win the division. I'll just say that. As long as Tua stays healthy, I believe they can. But if Teddy has to, win a few games, I think it's possible. But then it becomes very highly unlikely. As long as Tua stays healthy, they'll probably win it. I think the runner-up, I believe, will be the Jets. So Bills, not even in the conversation this year. I feel like their identity has just basically stayed the same the last few years. And eventually, like, you have to change and adapt or, like, you're never going to get better. And I feel like they really haven't done that outside bringing in Von Miller, and he just tore his ACL. So it's like they really didn't do anything then. So
I'm with you, and I'm gonna kind of stay with Matt, but I'm gonna have mine flipped. I have the Jets winning the division. I think Aaron Rodgers, who is allergic to winning, let me clear that up, Tonio, before you freak out on me. So Aaron Rodgers, who is used to being bounced in the first round, because I think he will get bounced in the first round this year also. But I just feel with that defense that they have and having Aaron Rodgers and not Zach Wilson and Joe Flacco and fucking Mike White, as much as I love Mike White, I think that's really going to set them apart in the regular season until they get to the playoffs, and then again, big collapse from Aaron Rodgers. But I got the Dolphins coming in second place, and I have them making the playoffs because, like Matt brought up for all the Bills stuff, they haven't done anything. Their biggest glaring weakness is running back, and they went and got another guy in Damian Harris, who, while a good running back, is not what's going to set the Bills apart from having to have Josh Allen be their leading rusher. And I think if the Bills would have done everything in their power to go up to get Bijan Robinson, my picks would be completely different right now. But that being the case, I don't like the Bills this year. I think that weird OTA stuff with Stephon Diggs you don't hear a lot of shit out of Buffalo like that. Even when they sucked, you didn't see a lot of big fucking shenanigans kind of going on, and the Dolphins, again, we keep forgetting the Dolphins were a drive away with Skylar Thompson in beating the Bills in the playoffs. So, yeah, exactly.
So, Billy, why are you here? Let's go AFC North.
The AFC North, I got the Ravens winning the division. Say what you want. I think adding Odell, getting Zay Flowers in the first round, the defense is still stacked. We didn't really lose too much. Having Lamar, if Lamar is healthy the whole year, I think we have a shot. Snoop Huntley almost beat the Bengals in a playoff game. If it wasn't for that really bad reach for the goal line, strip touchdown, they would have won the playoff game right there. But then after them, I got the Bengals because they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and they're just really, really awesome. That defense is way better than anyone gives them credit for. I think they've had a top 10 defense every year that Joe Burrow's been in the league, even the year he got hurt. So that's my winner and runner-up. Who you got, Tonio?
I'm going the same way. Actually, I think a healthy Lamar, healthy Odell, healthy Mark Andrews, along with that defense, is something to see. I also think that the reason why I got them above the Bengals is because I don't know if they fixed the gap in that offensive line. I still need to see it. Like, I know they drafted a lineman, but I still, going from college to the NFL, that's different. Like, you got D tackles running 4-4s and shit. So it's I got to see it. Now if Joe Burrow gets time in the pocket, that's tip top because he got 2 wide receiver number 1s and a wide receiver number 2. So that offense is crazy. That defense
they
is
brought in the
better
big
people.
fella.
Who that?
Orlando Brown.
They did. They did. So I will have to see how he meshed with them. Their offense is crazy. Their defense is crazy, but the offensive line, like Joe Burrow in the pocket, comfortable, something's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. But if he's not having time, because they're a couple of plays away from winning a Super Bowl with time with the offensive line, like not even a couple, one play away from winning the Super Bowl. So I don't know. You don't discredit that at all. So yeah, I got Baltimore number 1 though, and then Cincinnati number 2. You got Matt?
I got Cincinnati number 1, Joe Burrow. That's all you really have to say if you want to make an argument. But they also did bring in Orlando Brown. That defense is very underrated. So I'm going to say Cincinnati wins that division. And then I'm going to go Steelers number 2. I feel like if Kenny Pickett at all makes any progression, they had a winning record last year. If he makes any progression, the division is going to be tight as a whole. Cleveland's still not a terrible team. That whole division, it's just going to be a mess all year. But I think Cincinnati comes out the clear-cut winner. And then I think whoever wins that second game between the Steelers or the Ravens, take that second spot in the division. But I'm just going to give the edge to the Steelers if Kenny Pickett, makes a minor progression. His hands get a quarter-inch bigger, goes up a glove size.
So real fast, Matt, let me ask you, what's a minor progression from 7 touchdowns and 9 interceptions? What's a minor progression into that?
8 touchdowns,
15
and
touchdowns, 10 interceptions. If he plays better than he played last year at all, they do better.
That defense is really scary in Pittsburgh, too. I'll give them that.
If TJ Watt plays and he's healthy, what would they? Last year they're undefeated when he played, I'm pretty sure. Something crazy like that, or like they had like 1 loss.
Steelers will go 9-8 next year.
Nah, I think they do.
I don't think the Steelers have. I think taking Kenny Pickett, I love he's from Pittsburgh and he's in the same building and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't correlate to jack shit.
Which is crazy because, they finished with a winning record and he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. If he just does a little more and doesn't do that, if he flips that, that's 1 or 2 more wins potentially because they have a great defense. They added Patrick Peterson. I know he's 68 years old, but he's still great.
Yeah,
so,
really good. And they got Joey Porter
helps.
Jr. They added the fucking the tackle from Georgia, Broderick Jones. I mean, yeah. They look good.
They didn't add a quarterback, Matt. That's we just talked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he just flips his stat line, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, that's an extra win. That's right up there. That's right around. If they have 10, 11 wins, that's right around where the Ravens are going to finish. 10, 11, 12 wins in that range. So
Steelers 9-8 market right here, Matt. But while you're talking, Matt, let's get your AFC South takes.
AFC South. I don't want to say it, but I think the Jaguars are going to win that division.
John,
put it up. Sound the horn. Duval, or whatever they say. Fucking crackheads down there. And then I'm going to go Indy comes in second. I think Jonathan Taylor is healthy this year. Got that always okay offensive line. And then whatever the fuck happens at quarterback, Anthony Richardson, if he's just decent, I think they finish second in that division. It's not the strongest, but.
What's up, Billy? Who you got?
So I also got the Jaguars winning the division. Hell yeah, John. Also, I want to know where John is in this picture because I don't think it's fucking at. It's not.
Yes, it is. Fred Taylor's name is right.
Yeah,
there.
I just saw that. But why is John in a beanie and a hoodie? I know it's not cold.
John's a weirdo.
It's probably like a Gulfport cold. There's probably 55, a little breezy,
it's fucking
little
Gulfport.
Sprinkly.
It's fucking Gulfport.
But so I got the Jags winning. I have a shock pick this year. I think Houston is going to be the second place team in that division. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but I just don't see Indy. I get the offensive line's going to be improved. I don't like Anthony Richardson as a thrower of the ball. I didn't like it in college. I don't understand what kind of jump people think he's going to make because he had great combine numbers. And I love the combine, but he didn't throw well at the combine. He had a good broad jump and a good vertical. That doesn't mean shit. Again, to me, I've been proven wrong before, and I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, who are you?
Some guy in the media, but
we are the media.
Yes, but I just don't see it correlating to really anything. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that kid is the best quarterback ever to ever play, and I just don't see it as of right now.
Well, John, you get 3 in a row today, baby. I got Jacksonville winning that division as well. Ironically, something that me and Billy don't do a lot unless it's about LeBron is agree. I have shout out to my boy Dre and Darian. I got the Houston Texans finishing second in that division.
You got them in the playoffs or no?
No, I got them going 7-10.
Yeah,
something like that.
You're
but I got them. I got them being. I got the Colts winning 4 games, bro. And then I just think the Titans are about to fall off. Ryan Tannehill still gonna be at the helm for another year. He's awful.
Do we think Will Levis can take over midway season though?
No.
They're just paying Ryan Tannehill so.
I don't know. I see a bunch of rumors that Malik Willis is outplaying Will Levis. So is Malik or whatever the fuck his name is? I don't even know what I just said. Is he going to take over?
Name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we saw Malik Willis play NFL competition, and it was not good at all.
Yeah, but he went from Liberty with Hugh Freeze, getting prostitutes every night to playing professional football. So
I think you could progress after that, Billy. Let's not shit on him. I just don't.
Oh,
Will Levis.
Billy, let's not shit on him.
I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying the last time
that's exactly what you just
did.
did. You just sat there and shit on him.
If anything, I shit on Anthony Richardson, and no one had a problem with me doing that. So where does the?
Yeah, I was the only one who liked him coming out of the draft, but I'm still not even like him. So
I mean, Cam negative 2.0 or Vic negative 2.0. Nah, I ain't. But I don't know, man. I got him not doing good. I feel like this is a fall off. We're gonna talk about why Derrick Henry might be on strike a little bit later. So yeah, I got them not doing good. But let's keep it going. Let's go to the AFC West. This one is a no-brainer. This one will be everyone's number one.
Go ahead, tell us what it is.
Kansas City Chiefs. As much as I hate it, as much as I agree with Pat McAfee, they got people robbing banks and shit. What a fucking Oakland monologue too. Just talking shit about Brett Favre suing him, and what else he talked shit about? Fuck, people getting laid off from ESPN, like
and it's like that's your fault. You're making so much money, but
that shit was funny. Yeah, that's what I got. I got them number one, and I have a surprise pick for number two. I have the Las Vegas Raiders being the number 2 pick. I don't know why. I just don't like the Broncos. I think Russell Wilson has lost it. And the Chargers.
You just told me we can't base Malik Willis's shit off last year, and you're going to just say Russell Wilson's done.
Yeah, I can say that.
He's been done.
I'm on future side. And
are you really? Don't say.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
And I don't know, bro. Everybody got high praise for Justin Herbert, including you guys, and he ain't did shit. And I don't think he's gonna do shit this year with a nice defense. So I got the Raiders because I think that Jimmy G gonna win, bro. That's something he can do. 2 Super Bowl rings.
So
1 Super Bowl ring.
There you go. So
who you got, Matt?
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
We're going in order here, Billy.
Yeah,
no, we're doing it like okay. Yeah, go, Matt.
So obviously, Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they're going to be number one.
Can we stop saying Patty Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and can we say the real mastermind of the show?
Andy Reid?
Who?
Andy fucking Reid, all right?
No. Patty Mahomes. Andy Reid, he's old. He's had enough shine. They've only been in the league about 10 years. Andy Reid's been in it 30 years, okay? He's had enough, all right? But number 2, back to you guys, you said that we like him so much. I really don't like him that much, but this is exactly what the Chargers do every year. They're going to just fall short of whatever expectations they had. Winning division, they're going to fall short. Making the playoffs, they're going to fall short. But the rest of this division sucks, and they're going to do better than the Raiders and definitely the Broncos. So they're just going to fall in that medium place, finish right there at number 2. Herbert probably throws for 57,000 yards, but I don't know, doesn't win MVP. Doesn't have to finish second in the AFC West, though.
So then I'll go, but I play the game the right way. The Chiefs win that division easily. Then here's my surprise pick. This is where I thought me and Tony were going to agree, but then he said all that shit about Russell Wilson. I think the Broncos are going to finish number 2 in this division. I also think they're going to miss the playoffs. I think you bring in Sean Payton, who can make me look like an NFL quarterback, I'm pretty sure. You bring in him, and you give
How
him
do we know that, though, Billy? How?
We only
Drew
seen
Brees.
Breeze.
It was just Drew Brees was great, bro.
No, he also got Teddy Bridgewater paid like a motherfucker, too.
Teddy Bridgewater don't suck, Billy.
Neither does Russell Wilson.
He didn't, but maybe he always has.
Maybe he always has, but then you sprinkle in a little bit of Sean Payton magic. Boom. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I wouldn't be shocked if they sucked again. I don't want to say that, but I'm just saying, looking at it, thinking that's where I just have the Broncos there. I think that defense is incredible. If they just scored an extra 4 points a game, they would have been like 15-2 or something crazy shit like that.
Russell Wilson does not care about anything but God, carrying Sierra's purse, being Future's son's stepdad,
Well, because Future
and
didn't give a
Subway
shit about
commercials.
it. So yeah,
And being unlimited.
That's not true, Billy. Don't spread false narratives, bro.
What'd you say,
He's
Billy?
always been there for Future Junior. His name's Future Junior.
Is that his name for real?
Yeah,
No, it's not.
it is, bro.
No, it's talking about spreading
Yes, it
false
is.
narratives. You're just spreading this fucking.
Look it up, Billy.
His name is Future.
Russ renamed the Unlimited.
See, Russ don't care nothing about that, bro. Just Broncos country. Let's ride. He gonna do another. He just gonna do commercials, bro. He a PR stunt. Like today.
Me on Subway all fall.
Guess where he was at, Billy, practicing.
No clue.
The University of Colorado. Why? Because it's publicity there. What the fuck? You ain't never went to CU your whole time in fucking Denver, even though it's been a year.
It's not even in Denver. It's in Boulder, Colorado. It's a different city.
That's what
I don't know
I'm
how
saying.
close it is, but it's a
I'm talking
different
about-
fucking place.
Dude, that's like a 3-hour drive.
I'm talking about since he's been in Denver, Matt, since Russ has been there. He ain't said nothing about the University of Colorado. Oh, Dion over there, I can get some publicity. Let's ride. Come on, man. He don't give a fuck about none of that. But let's keep moving, man.
Got the NFC.
The NFC North, Matt, or the NFC East. Let's start with the NFC East, Matt.
I thought you were gonna let Matt take his team first.
Matt, let's go
What?
NFC North now.
NFC North?
Yeah.
We already know who's going to win that division. It's going to be the Lions, okay? Because the team who won it last year had the second worst defense in the league. Now the team that I'm picking will win it this year had the worst defense last year, but we improved our defense.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck the Vikings did. They lost Patrick Peterson, so I know they're not replacing that, first of all. So Lions are going to win it. Motor City, Dan Campbell, right on time. We're going to win that fucking thing. 2 is going to be the Vikings because the rest of the division fucking sucks. I'm not high on Justin Fields at all. Green Bay might as well not even be an NFL team next year because I don't know what the fuck's happening there.
What you got, Billy?
So I also have the Lions winning this division. I think y'all didn't win the year with Caldwell. You went 11-5. Y'all didn't win the division with him, right? Because the Packers were still like 13-3.
Packers, yeah.
And then, so this is the first like division title in like whatever since Barry Sanders, I think.
Yeah, we made the playoffs 3 times in my lifetime, besides like late 90s lifetime.
Yeah.
And we've never won the division. So we haven't won the division since the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were on our division.
So, so I think Jared Goff is my. I just placed a bet at the Scarlet Pearl the other day. Jared Goff for MVP this year. He has like plus 3,700 odds, so that's what I picked for my MVP.
Billy, if we win that, am I getting money because we friends?
No,
Do I get money because I'm a Lions fan?
no, you get the Tonio. You get the self satisfaction of being my friend that won a sweet bet, Matt, you get the self-satisfaction knowing your team has the MVP.
I don't like how you had that already thought out and you knew what to say.
Say that again?
I don't like how you already had that thought out, like a line, because you knew we were going to ask you. So I wish
Exactly.
I could turn
That's
my camera
crazy.
off. From.
Hey,
That's
I hope
crazy, right?
what's it called? I had a Raven vision just now. That's what happened. In the future, I can see. But then I got the Vikings. I know they didn't do shit on defense to really improve anything, but I think having Justin Jefferson makes you really, 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 really good, regardless of who your quarterback is. And like Matt said, the Green Bay Packers fucking they didn't even want Jordan Love now, so I don't know how that's gonna go. And Justin Fields, they didn't get him enough help. I like what they're trying to do to help him, but it's not going to be enough help. So, give me the Vikings.
Ain't even no there's no need to just prolong this one. We're agreed across the board. I would like to see what Dan Campbell and Jared Goff does as a collective. Yeah, one win for Matt. Let's go NFC East now, Billy.
Who's your
You don't got a
runner-up?
runner-up?
No, I said we collective. That means Minnesota as well. Yeah.
You got to go through.
Okay, yeah. Matt's favorite quarterback, other than Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, plays a lot of games before 1 p.m. this year, so he wins.
It's a big plus.
Damn. He's got a lot of 1 p.m. games this year. Hey, look out. Billy, you might want to bet on the MVP this year.
No, I bet on Kirk Cousins last year.
Yeah, but he had a lot of afternoon games.
Yeah, the Bears, they ain't do enough, like Billy said, and Jordan Love might not even line up at quarterback next year for Green Bay. They might run a Wildcat to start the year off.
They're gonna call him Jordy Haight.
Wah, 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 wah. But Billy, let's get to the NFC East.
Don't
you dare.
I got
Don't you fucking dare. Oh, okay.
Relax. Take it easy. I got the Eagles because I'm not silly. I did really think about putting the Cowboys here just to fucking drive Tonio crazy and kick me off the show, but I didn't because I'm playing the game the right way. I think it's the Eagles. Number 2 is the New York Giants. I know they got a lot of running back drama right now, but I think having Danny Dimes and Brian Daboll at the helm, I think they're gonna crush it this year, and I think they're gonna be really close to the Eagles. I think them losing to the Eagles is gonna be the difference, and them not winning the division.
I also have the Eagles as the number 1 team. I'm excited to see year 2 of Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. That connection looked good last year. Also with Devontae Smith and with what's the tight end's name? I wanted to say Goddard, but I don't think it's Goddard. It's
Goddard.
It's Goddard.
Oh yeah, Goddard.
The dog from Jimmy Neutron.
I want to see a healthy what's the big ass dude from Georgia, Jalen Carter. Yeah, I want to see a healthy him with the guy that they drafted that Matt thought was going to be a dickhead, but I think that defensive line is going to be one of the craziest defensive lines to watch this year. I don't know how you block that. I don't.
They still have Fletcher Cox too, and it's just like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know. Like, as an offensive coordinator, you can't run up the middle.
Nope.
Fletcher is going to control you from running on the outside. Your quarterback has to be in shotgun when he throws the ball, and it has to be quick slants. And Darius Slay might have a lot of picks this year because of rush quarterback. So that defense is going to be crazy, but that defensive line specifically, I don't know.
I was going to ask real fast, did everybody get Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV this year or no?
I'm going to. I forgot.
Okay.
I've read to buy it so far, but I'm going to.
You missed the deal. You're going to spend like an extra $60.
I know. It was for June, right? And
Yeah.
then July hit, and I was like, God damn it! I seen like a commercial. They didn't have any commercials during June. After June was over, July hit, and it was like, hey, come buy it. And I was like, there's a deal.
Don't worry,
Man.
I got Billy's login. Might not let me win some of the bet money, but I'm gonna be watching games for free. But yeah, I got them. I don't know too many offensive lines that are gonna be able to contain that defensive line. So I'm really high up on them. And my number 2 is also Danny Dimes and the guys, because I hate the Cowboys. Honestly, but for real though, it's probably my number 2 is the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy might get it right, balance that offense out a little bit better. I still don't. Did they get a wide receiver in the offseason?
No.
The Archer, Brandon Cooks.
So yeah, I don't know if that takes any attention off of Buddy, their wide receiver number 1. If it does,
sorry, Tonyo, you don't think Brandon Cooks is really underrated?
who you
He's the
talking
only
to?
wide receiver to have 3,000
Tonyo.
yard receiving yards.
Yeah, I think he underrated.
Oh, okay.
Two different teams.
Because he gets 1,000-yard receiving seasons like every year, and he just gets traded so much. We act like he's like a bum or something, and he's like, I think he's really, really fucking good. I was hoping the Ravens were going to try to get him this year, but
So yeah, that's me. Who you got, Matt?
I don't have the Eagles. I'm not buying into it. But they are my number 2 team. I'm not that dumb. They're not going to finish bottom of the division. I just have pretty high hopes for Danny Dimes, the Giants. So our lists are about the same, but I just feel like what Dayball did with basically fucking some team that some other dickhead built, he's like, you know what, fuck it, we're going to win. We're not going to tank. Now he's got a year of kind of like build his own team. So I'm pretty excited to see what he does with more influence on the roster. Players he likes, players he doesn't like aren't there. So I'm pretty
they need
excited
some
to see what they
receivers,
do.
though, man. They need some receivers.
Yeah, but as long as they keep not paying Barkley and he's pissed, and as long as he plays, if he plays pissed, it's going to be a good thing.
They'll still just franchise him at the end of the year again, just fucking one more time. I can't wait to get into this topic.
All right, well, let's get into the weirdest, strangest division in NFL, the NFC South. Wow. I gotta start that one off, and I'm honestly, it's a toss-up. But I got the Carolina Panthers winning that division, man. I don't know.
Worst to first, huh?
Yeah, I think they're a sleeper, bro. I think Bryce Young just gets it. He don't suck. I watching him will that Alabama team who was below par for talent on the offensive side of the ball
Both
last year.
years.
Yeah, you don't see that at an Alabama team. You don't see that from an Alabama quarterback, because we can say like they've had great quarterbacks, but if you go back and look at the rosters attached to Tua and Hurts, or hell, any from fucking when Mark was there on until Bryce, they done had crazy ass receiving room, so crazy ass running back room. So for him to, not have that and still will them to be a great team in their division, I just think he can come in and do that with lackluster NFL talent. The Lions must be coming, or the Tigers must be coming back. People, that's why Matt's clapping. So I got them number 1. My number 2, I have, and people probably gonna shit on me for this, but bro, I like Derek Carr. I do. I can't help it. I like Derek Carr. He's out of that toxic ass Raiders situation.
Who you have number 2 in the division? Just throwing that out there.
I just said New Orleans, bro.
No, I know you, but you also have the Raiders number 2 in the AFC West.
Oh yeah, I do. Because Jimmy G strives in
2 and 2 divisions.
Yeah. Jimmy G strives in toxicity. Look at the whole Belichick wants him, but
Mr. Kraft was like, nah.
Mr. Kraft like, nah, I'm with Tom. Jimmy G, all right, fuck it.
Who the fuck are
So
you?
he strives in that shit. So yeah, I got them too, but I definitely got the Saints as number 2. That defense is not ass. I don't know which Alvin Kamara we see this year, but hopefully we see a good one. I don't know if Michael Thomas is even still in the league. I don't know.
He's deadlifting 545 pounds, apparently.
Who the fuck cares? Is he gonna play football?
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking mean shit.
I was like, I didn't know he was a defensive end.
Tampa Bay's done. Tom kind of left them in a fucked up situation. So yeah, that's mine. Who you got, Matt?
I have Atlanta winning division.
Why?
All that offensive firepower. Last year, they needed a quarterback. Desmond Ritter. It's still out on him. But I think with that offense they
Kenny
have,
Pickett just needs to turn it around, and you got them fucking winning divisions out there.
no, second. So take it easy.
All right.
But I've got Atlanta winning it. They had an okay defense last year, but that offense, they've drafted 3 players in the first round on offense the last 3 years. Like, if it comes together, like what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Bijan Robinson, if he's anything that he was billed as, that offense is through the roof because they ran it more than any team last year. If they give him all those carries this year and he's as good as we say he is, or as the media says he is, then that offense is going to be pretty hard to stop. Desmond Ritter won't have to do anything. And then he can just throw up jump balls to Drake London and then the tight end, and I'm also forgetting his name because I'm terrible with names today.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, yeah, Pitts. And that defense, as long as it's mediocre at best, I think they win that kind of weak division. And then the second team.
Business weak.
And second, I'm going with Mascara, Derek Carr, and them Saints.
That's fair. I didn't think we would be this high on the Panthers because I have the Saints winning the division. That defense is really good. The offense was pretty good. Jameis Winston was getting hurt, so they were throwing in some quarterbacks that we've never heard of. I think having Derek Carr there, not having to literally win every game in the fourth quarter, I think is going to be a big help for the Saints. And number 2, I got the Panthers sneaking up in there. I just think them having an adult at quarterback. I don't like Frank Reich. I think Frank Reich is one of the worst coaches ever. I don't know how he keeps getting jobs, but he's getting jobs, and Bryce Young's probably going to save him and keep him at this one for a while. But that's what I got for my 1 and 2. We got one more division, right?
Yep, Matt is on you with the NFC West to end it out, my boy.
49ers win that division, I think, pretty easily. Pretty sound. They win that division. Not really much to say. They're bringing back everyone. Quarterback situation going into the year hurt, but Sam Darnold is healthy. I just listened to him on another podcast. He's 100% healthy, so I love to hear when people say they never felt better. So if Sam Darnold's in a good situation, can kind of show that, he was just in terrible situations, not really his fault. So if he can come out, win 4 or 5 games while the other quarterbacks get healthy, and then maybe they make a mistake and, they fuck it up and not stay with Sam Darnold. But, we'll see. I'm talking about going to Trey Lance over Big Cock Brock. And then second is Geno Salami and them Seahawks.
I respect it.
We got Billy.
So I also have the 49ers winning. I think they are going to go with Sam Darnold for a little bit, but as soon as he starts fucking up, as soon as he has 2 picks or something or a pick 6, I think Kyle's going to pull him and go with, like Matt said, Big Cock Brock Purdy. So I think that's how the 49ers, the 49ers are just so much better than I think really every NFC team, to include the Eagles as a whole. But, well, I just said as a whole. I do think they were in the game with Christian McCaffrey playing fucking quarterback. Then I got the Rams in second place. I think Geno. I love Geno, but I think he just takes kind of a not a doesn't have an off year, but I just don't think the team reciprocates exactly what they did this year. And I think with Matt Stafford coming back from injury, having Cooper Kupp and the mind of Sean McVay, I think they do push and go ahead and make it in, sneak into the playoffs.
All right, well, we all tied again for the 49ers. I think they are the best team in that division, no matter who the quarterback is. Not in the NFC, though. I got the Eagles being the best in the NFC. But I'm going to disagree with Billy on Geno, and I think Geno gets better. I do think that the Rams and the Seahawks finished 9-8, but I think the Seahawks beat the 49ers one time this year, and that's the tiebreaker game for the NFC wild card team out of that division. I don't know. I like Matt Stafford as well, but I don't know. I don't know if they got it to do it again. So yeah. Let's get on to some money problems and money goals. Quentin Williams, second largest defensive tackle contract ever behind Aaron Donald, right?
Well deserved, yes.
So that ties into that defense that Matt was high on. Wait, who had him number one winning that division? You or Matt?
I did.
Oh, well, the defense that you tied in on, that was a great sign for them. He's going to be very productive for them. So that was cool to see. And then we get let's the money that's not being made, man. Let's talk about these running backs, man. Why do running backs get no love anymore? And I knew it was serious when I seen three of the top running backs talking about it. King Henry, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and who was the other one that tweeted about it? Jonathan Taylor.
So two of them that got paid.
I got the perfect answer ready for you, Tonio.
I want to hear it.
So those three running backs that you just named, are they on Super Bowl teams? Are they on AFC or NFC winning championship teams? No, it doesn't matter. You take a running back like Isaiah Pacheco in the 6th round, and you take him and you give him Andy Reid. Andy Reid's going to do well with it. It doesn't matter. Jonathan Taylor, who had an MVP type year, Derrick Henry, who had an MVP type year, both were bounced in the first round of those playoffs. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't matter. You take a Cordell Patterson, who we thought as a washed up wide receiver, you put him at running back, and he's one of the best backs in the league. I'm not saying the position doesn't matter in a grand scheme of things, in a general sense of things, but in the grand scheme of things, running backs don't matter in the league anymore as much as we would like them to. Even a Christian McCaffrey, who's a all tool back, it doesn't correlate to wins. It just really doesn't. And I think we're seeing that. And it's like, do they deserve money? Absolutely. But if you look at the market, it's literally that's why it's called the market, is because it doesn't. The value is not the same. You have a quarterback like Kirk Cousins, who's an above average quarterback getting paid a shit ton of money. And you have the best running back in the league who's getting paid a good amount of money. And that's the end of it. And that's just the way it's going to work, because teams can do running back by committee. They can pay with one quarterback salary. They can pay 3 running backs the exact same and have as productive as the backfield as with just one.
So you just contradicted yourself. All right. So, I mean, it ain't bad, because what you said wasn't wrong, but it is wrong. You just said, Tonio, they almost won a playoff game with CMC at quarterback.
Okay.
Did you not just say that?
That's how great that team is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
that shows how good CMC is.
who has been the Titans' whole offense for like the last 5 years? Or minus what AJ Brown was there.
Derrick Henry.
But he got paid.
Who has been the fucking Giants' whole offense?
Saquon Barkley, it was his first year being back and being
Yeah.
healthy the full year. So
That was his best
who's
year.
who was in the end zone dropping passes? Because Danny Dimes don't suck, but they have wide receivers dropping passes, all this shit. Wide receivers getting paid, Billy. Running backs, Josh Jacobs. He was the entire Raiders offense, bro. Like,
yeah,
he was there. Devontae Adams was there, but Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing with 1,600 fucking yards. Billy, you cannot not pay a fucking workhorse because that's what they do. I'm not here to be a defense. I'm not here to coach good. I'm here to work. And if these backs that I'm naming that should be getting paid, that's what they do when they touch the field, Billy. Like, it's like a let's put a plus minus on it, like it was the NBA. This dude's time on the field, all them running backs that didn't sign extensions, do you think they will have a higher plus or minus?
No.
Realistic.
I'm with you. Yeah, higher plus, absolutely.
So you got to pay me, Billy. You can't throw the ball every down in this league. I don't care what receivers you got. You can't do that. Like on 4th and 1, let's go all the way back to the Super Bowl that my team won that we should have lost. The reason why running backs should have been getting paid, because if they had Marshawn Lynch, who was killing us that whole game, killing us short yards, getting 3 yards a pop, 3.6 yards a pop, I think that's what he averaged. We're on the 1 yard line, Billy. How many of those 3 yards do I need?
Yeah, you need half.
And what do we do? Or what did the Seahawks do?
They threw the ball.
That don't work in every situation, Billy. Now, I'm not saying that every running back deserves to get paid, but these workhorses, like these dudes that you know is going to lead your team in offensive production, they should get paid. I don't care if you think the running back's obsolete, because like Derrick Henry said, if you think it's obsolete, get rid of the position and see what happens.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the market is dictating to them, hey man, we're not going to pay you what you quote unquote want or quote unquote what you deserve. That's not what they're going to pay you. I'm not saying that these dudes don't deserve the money. I'm just saying that's the market is telling us they don't quote unquote need to get paid like that. They don't, because like I said, you have these running backs that we're taking in who's the Falcons running back last year? It was Pacheco for the
Algier. Tyler Algier.
Yeah, Algier, who you took in the 3rd round, who got 1,200 yards on a bad team. Because Cordell Patterson had a lot to do with the way he was able to run the ball. And it's if you have these 2-back tandems, look at Tony Pollard. They're not paying him anything either. And
he's one of the guys. He had a great year last year.
And I hope he has another great year, and I hope he makes as much money as humanly possible. But when the market's telling you, man, don't do this, like we're not going to pay you, it doesn't matter. All these running backs could sit out that whole year. They're just going to miss a whole year of their season. It doesn't matter. Go ahead, Matt.
Guys like Tony Pollard are why running backs don't get paid. Because Zeke's getting paid. They draft this guy in the 3rd or 4th round, and you're like, holy fuck, this guy's fast. He can do everything that Zeke really doesn't do, and it wows you. But then it's time to pay him. They're like, we'll just draft another one of you.
Yeah, but that's not accurate.
Yes, it is, because when Zeke was at the top of his game, they paid him, and look what happened to the Cowboys. Nothing. They're not better. They're not fucking any worse. They're still just doing shit.
But Josh Jacobs been good since he got here. Derrick Henry, it took him a while, but now he's here. Like,
and I'm with you, but the Titans haven't done anything with it. What did he do?
Well, how
Josh Jacobs hasn't got paid. Derrick Henry got paid.
No, I'm just saying running backs. He's one of the best running backs, man. So I'm just saying, Billy, what am I supposed to do? I'm getting 40 carries a fucking game. You're supposed to pay me. Like, everybody knows what the fuck we gonna do on offense. Ryan Tannehill sucked. You decided to give the other $80 million that y'all had to spend to him. Like, instead of going to give me a wide receiver, Traylon Burks, We don't know how good he's gonna be because he's injury prone. Like, or when he's healthy, Tannehill can't get him the ball. Malik Willis confused. Will Levis not gonna be it. What the fuck do you want? All you can do is give the ball to Derrick Henry. That's it.
That's all I'm saying. The market's not dictating it the same way. It's the same reason in the NBA these role players are getting paid these huge astronomical amounts of fucking money. That's just what the market is dictating. And it's telling you, hey, Saquon, hey, Derrick Henry, we're going to pay you this amount of money, and that's what you're worth. It sounds shitty, but that's what it is. I mean, if these running backs felt this strongly about it, they wouldn't suit up. But what are they going to do? They're going to suit up because they want to provide for their family. It's not like they're getting paid $100,000, which is still, again, I let me take that back because I fucking hate that argument. But it's what you are gonna be paid. It's not what you. Again, what's up, Matt?
A franchise tag, isn't it the average price of like the top three or five running at that position?
Yes.
So like you're still getting paid like you're the top player, but it's just a 1 year. It's not long term, but like you're still getting a fuck ton of money for that year, and then like they have to resign you. They can't like. Yeah, they could do Kirk Cousins franchise, but like they're not going to. Either they're going to pay you or another team is going to pay you. That team just wants you there for one more year.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like that they not I don't like that they not appreciated, bro. Like, because there's a lot of these running backs is not getting paid that are the backbones of their team. Like,
no, and you're not wrong, but it's just not. It just doesn't correlate the same, man. Look at the highest rushing teams. You got the Ravens. Who was number 2 last year? Was it the Lions?
No, I think it was the Falcons. And
yeah, and those are no superstar running back teams. J.K. was hurt for a lot of those games last year, and we're not paying him either. And when he comes up for a contract, he's probably not going to get paid either because he's hurt a lot.
Who?
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
And you have a guy like Gus Edwards who's been the number 2 back for I think 10 years or something now. Gus Edwards has just been.
Gus Edwards has been there my entire adulthood. I feel like.
Yeah,
but he's probably like 25.
Yeah, but that's where the game is, man. And it's like we can look at Buffalo. Imagine if Buffalo got Derrick Henry. That would be fucking bonkers. And they'd probably pay him a shit ton of money to get him there. But in Tennessee, they're sitting here saying, well, we already paid Tannehill. We don't have enough money to do this. We're trying to draft a quarterback to have a Patrick Mahomes to where we can take a running back in the 6th round and not even worry and just drop him as soon as we fucking can and then keep moving on. That's what the league is. That's what it's turned into.
I get it. I don't know, but speaking of another dead situation, the Titans signed D-Hop.
Titans going up a lot in this week.
I feel bad for D-Hop. He's going to the wide receiver graveyard. Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Julio, Robert Woods.
Yeah.
All went to Tennessee to get shot with a Tannehill bullet. I'm also probably just hating because D-Hop should have went to New England, but hey, man, if he want to go down there and just rack up, bless you, rack up money and get no wins and get dump balls that he should catch thrown to the defense, that's what it is. But he signed a 2-year, $26 million deal that could be up to $32 million with incentives. So at least he's getting paid.
Yeah. I'm not going to take your stance and say that I feel bad for D-Hop because he could have literally just picked wherever the fuck he wanted to go, and that's where he picked. So I mean, it's hard to feel bad for a guy if you think about it. Robert Woods got traded over there. Julio also got traded, so it's like he just was like, yeah, I'll go over there, and you act like he doesn't know Tannehill's out there fucking up, but he did say he wants a quarterback that cares. I'm not going to say Ryan Tannehill doesn't care. You know what I mean? He's just not very good.
Yeah.
D-Hop just wants. What's that, Matt?
I think he just is kind of betting on the quarterback position to get him the ball, but the rest of like the surroundings besides the offensive line is like you have Derrick Henry in the backfield. Like if they feed him the ball 20, 30 times a game, you know how many one-on-ones he's going to have, or like play action passes with the corners be like, oh, fuck, I got to go up. Next thing you know, D-Hop's over the top, or he's just over the top of his head. Like, that's kind of what he's banking on.
Why is he
But when the ball's 10
one-on-ones,
yards past
Matt?
him, that's when he's going to realize. What?
Matt, why is he getting one-on-ones when he going to be wide receiver number one there? Not getting no one-on-ones. Not a lot of them.
Now, when the safeties are down in the box, like, fuck, either Derrick Henry's going to take my linebacker's head off, at least I could be around his ankles or something. Like, the safety's going to come in, that play action pass, he's going to go deep or he's going to do a route, and it's just going to be him in that corner thinking Derrick Henry in the back of his mind. That's the reason why I think he went there. But after about week 8, after 6 or 7 balls or 10 yards past him, he's going to be like, what the fuck am I doing here? But that's the reasoning I think he went there.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't see him doing good. Titans 6-11.
Yeah, bad.
Anyway, moving on to greatness. Let's get into some NBA, man. Year 21 activated. Kind of crazy, man. We know that our boy likes to do stuff on a grand scale, and what better place than the ESPYs in front of all your fellow athletes and NBA players that was good enough to get invited, and with Pat McAfee there. Also, shout out to Lil Wayne for remixing a Millie to make it just all sports references to change the verses on the fly. Go to rap. LeBron announced that and I quote, "Lucky for you guys, that day is not today," on his retirement. How we feel about this Billy year 21 LeBron?
So I'll talk about the ESPYs part. At first, I was like, what's the point of him saying that? Like, but secondly, like you so graciously pointed out on the show, I was asking for LeBron to be a little more active in the media game instead of just saying the same old Derek Jeter fucking, oh, I'm just lucky to be here and I'm glad I'm still playing in the NBA and have this opportunity, blah, blah, blah. So, yes, we should be thankful that he's not retiring, because no matter how much the NBA tries to keep forcing his face off of the league, which I understand that they're doing because, like, you have to at some point, he's still the face of the fucking NBA and is in year 21. Expectation-wise, I got the same expectations that I've had for the last 2 years. He needs somebody who's a young superstar on that team who wants to take over after LeBron goes. And I don't think we have that with AD. We've seen it. I think if we kept Kuzma or even a Brandon Ingram on that team, that's who he could have handed the fucking reins to, and they would be doing better. But my expectations are maybe Western semis, Western Conference final bounce. I don't think this Lakers team is making it to the finals.
You want me to skip you, Matt, because you hate talking Lakers?
No, I think he'd probably just return this year because he heard Wemby say the NBA is soft. Probably just wants to, just same as Draymond, same as any other NBA player, just want to fucking break down a tree, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he did it with one tree in Chet before the NBA even started, so he hurt him with a little spin
Hey,
move.
did you see Chet gained 8 pounds?
Hey,
I've seen that story like 16 times in my feeds. Like, who gives a fuck?
Year 21 LeBron, I expect the same thing I expected from year 1 LeBron. Coming in, exceeding expectations like always, because AD is a boxer instead of a basketball player. So AD's out here practicing on his swings instead of getting his legs stronger to carry a team. So I expect LeBron. I think this team is good enough for him not to play. I don't want him to play any back-to-backs, but I know he will. Excuse me. But I don't think a healthy LeBron, that shit contagious, huh? A healthy LeBron in year 20 was averaging 30 without as much athleticism and bounce. He's got that fadeaway going for him. That's pretty much, he's been doing that since he coined LeBronto. and now that's like his signature little fadeaway. So I think he plays the old man Andre Miller game, but he's still athletic enough to do what he needs to. Um, he's the best scorer in the league or in the game ever for a reason, because he can do what he wants. I think he gets the 3 back going better. I think he gets it back to the year before, not this year, but I think he gets his 3 back in the high 30s. That's dangerous. I think he started back spinning the ball and looking at it before he shoots, and bring that move back. Start cooking people with it. I got them going to the finals just because it's LeBron. I won't doubt him until he retires, and then I'll be like,
He's also going to wear 23 again this year. So if he throws on a headband, hey, look out.
Yeah, I probably
the only way I'm rooting
probably,
for him is he puts that face mask on.
Yeah, I see him probably shedding about the same 8 pounds that Chet picked up. See LeBron dropping him off, just to get a little bit more lighter.
Oh yeah.
Jaylen Brown made contract history,
as he should have.
God damn, $304 million or $6 million is insane.
Again, Tonio, I'm gonna use this word that I've used a couple of times. The market. That's what the fuck these players are getting. And he's better than your superstar player in Jason Tatum. Like, I mean, you have to fucking pay this dude. And now you can sit there with Jason Tatum and trade for a bunch of fucking bench players and probably 2 starters and some picks. Because there's going to be some dumbass team like the fucking Rockets or something that's going to fucking super overpay for this guy. And then you have Jaylen Brown sitting there leading your team to the NBA Finals. I like the move. I think that you got to do it anyway. It doesn't matter. Now, with the fake cap space that the NBA has already even had, you can have 2 Supermax contract players. So it doesn't affect me. Or it doesn't affect where I think the Celtics would be anyway.
I don't know. That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
Do they get worse?
Did they get worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Lost Marcus Smart.
Got Porzingis.
They got rid of Grant Williams.
I don't give a fuck about Porzingis. Porzingis ain't been relevant since he left the fucking Mavs.
I would say the Knicks really do shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen him do anything.
He wasn't sorry in Dallas. They just dick ride Luka so hard that
you see he got a 97 rating on 2K2, and you're like, for what? How is he a 90? No defense? You're telling me 0 defense doesn't bring your overall down?
This is weird, bro. But yeah, he wasn't sorry there. He got the blame because, god damn, shake it off, Billy. Shit.
I'm trying to, man. You did that one time, and now I'm just fucking, it's just coming at me.
Yeah, he got the bad rep in fucking Dallas because of Luka, and ever since then it's just been downhill. He wasn't sorry in Washington either, but it's Washington, so I don't care. I don't give a fuck about him.
Basketball team?
The Washington basketball team? Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck. But let's get into some NCAA football. That's around the corner. Let's get into, I guess, Christian type this. Shout out to Christian. Congratulations, my boy. Wasn't going to go this whole show without shouting you out. Get that money. Don't let that money make you. Blessings all 2023 for the whole Brit Shot squad. Overhyped teams going into 2023. Who you got, Billy?
Well, I got the usual suspects. The fucking Longhorns.
Oh.
What? Why? We do this every year. And you know what? Last year, I was actually pretty impressed that we didn't overhype them. But I knew as soon as they had a decently good season that we were going to overhype them this year, and that's exactly what we're doing. We've had this wonderful show that we've created. We had 2 people have them in their top 10, and I just don't understand what they have done to do that. And again, here we are. They can go to the college football playoff, and no one can explain why, other than, well, if happens, because I can sit there and insert any college football team and say if happens, that's why they're going to be good. And I'm just fucking sick of it. The Longhorns fans are the worst fans after the Dallas Cowboys, and it's just every fucking year we do this. Stop.
That's who you got?
That's my overhyped team. Yes, absolutely.
Matt, who you got?
People also think Notre Dame's going to be good this year, and they're not going to be. Sorry, Rich, Doc, all those people. Sorry.
I'm going to piggyback off Billy. I'm going to say Texas, but I'm going to also add a new one, Clemson. I feel like they're always in the same boat. I feel like everything has to be right for Dabo to have a good season, a.k.a. have Trevor Lawrence have the best quarterback in college football, a.k.a. everything right. So they're always going to be overhyped until they get that next prospect, that number one recruit type quarterback. And then they'll be like, oh, there's Clemson again. But until then.
But isn't Cade something? What's his name? Cade. Fuck, I know his first name's Cade. The quarterback for Clemson now, for who benched DJ Uiagalelei. He's supposed to be really, really good, though, I thought.
Yeah, but now I think he's going into like his junior year. I feel like he's pretty sure, right? Yeah, he was a sophomore last year.
Yeah.
And he played okay, but I feel like they're going to win games, obviously. It's Clemson playing in the ACC. There's not the strongest talent there. They have Florida State, blah, 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 whatever. But I feel like they're going to win games, but then they're going to shit down their bed in the biggest games at the end of the year.
That's
so I need y'all to have more than one team because I got a few.
Well, Notre Dame's also up there. The usual.
Yeah, getting Sam Hartman. I like the move. I like Sam Hartman as a quarterback, but I just don't think Notre Dame has what they got. Another overhyped team is probably.
I mean, you ain't gotta go, Billy. Just agree with me
Oregon.
when I say it.
Oregon, maybe. Yeah, probably. What?
Bo Nix is going to go back to his Auburn days.
So I got first of all, don't say sorry to Rich, Frank, or Mitch. Shout out to Rich, Frank, and Mitch, but fuck Notre Dame. All right, they suck every year. Get overrated every year because they play fucking Air Force and win, and they be like, "Oh, these guys should go to the fucking playoffs." And every time they get in the playoffs, get their ass smoked.
Fuck was Notre fake Dame. Accent there for a while. We gotta cool it for like 2 years, and then we can bring back that stereotype because that's a Brian Kelly stereotype that I have. I just took that to LSU.
Except he won those games in LSU.
So I got this might shock people. I
watched it last year, man.
Can't prove it.
I got Florida State being overhyped. Everybody think they just gonna jump into playoff contention. And they do. Don't get me wrong. Travis Jordan is amazing. Jared Verse is an elite pass rusher. But if they don't do anything, if LSU smoke their ass first game, nah. I got Billy's old team being overhyped. Texas A&M.
You don't think Bobby Petrino coming in there is going to really help Jimbo out a little bit?
Nah.
Okay.
No.
No.
I got Matt's team. His sleeper pick. Tennessee.
Yep. Overhyped.
Just like Billy said, ifs. He can rein in that arm.
See? Damn. We can do it.
I have a team from Matt's division, though. Penn State. Being overhyped. They will be the third best team in y'all division, but they'll be ranked like 15th, 16th nationally. They not what we think they is. I do agree with Matt on Clemson.
Let me just say real quick too. I think Penn State, James Franklin, who's a really good coach, I just think he hasn't been able to put it together for some time at Penn State, and Go ahead, Matt.
The problem is they stuck with Sean Clifford for 10 years. That's why. He didn't get any better. He didn't take the next step. He was just middle of the road. But then at some point, it was like, well, damn, he's been our starter the last 5 years. He has to be our starter. That's their issue. If they get some guy young who's willing to take risks and they pan out, like I said, ifs. But Sean Clifford never did that. So if they just have a guy, because Penn State has all the talent in college football, like obviously not all the talent, but they're just as talented as anybody in college football. If they just have a quarterback willing to trust his playmakers, to trust other people, that's when they can take that next step.
Yeah.
Also, this is gonna shock y'all. I'm ready for the hate. USC. Until Lincoln Riley fixes that defense, I don't care. I what's the name? I seen this quote and the shit was funny as hell to me because they got Dorian Singer and Marshawn Lloyd for more offensive weapons, and Caleb Williams might run it back as the Heisman. But this dude said, and I quote, giving Caleb Williams more weapons on offense is like giving Margot Robbie good toothpaste. The smile is doing all the work there. That's class. I like that, bro. But behind the smile, if you get off in there, it's some cavities, and that cavity is the defense. I said that. I made that one up myself. Yeah.
Not as good.
You're a fucking hater, bro. Oklahoma, they're overrated.
Didn't even know they were rated.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you're missing on that one.
I think you're just naming every top 25 team at this point.
No. Florida.
Ole Miss.
No, we're not gonna say Ole Miss.
Are you not gonna say Ole Miss is overhyped?
We ain't hyped.
I just wanted to
Oklahoma.
They are hyped, bro.
Who the fuck's hyping Oklahoma right now?
No, he's saying Ole Miss.
No, I'm talking about Oklahoma. They get hyped every year.
I don't think that's.
I haven't heard a single whisper out of that. Was it Stillwater or is that Oklahoma State?
That's Oklahoma State. Norman.
I haven't heard of Skip Bayless's backyard anything.
I'm with Matt on Oregon. I hate Bo Nix. He ain't even in the SEC no more. Just hate him.
Stupid name.
Just
Who names their
him.
kid Bo Nix?
His father, Bo Nix.
I had this shitty name. You need it too. That's what we're doing. I think Oregon too. I like the coach they got. Oh my God, Georgia's defensive coordinator. Fuck.
Okay, you got this.
No. Sorry, John. I like the coach. I just think the Pac-12. It's just they're not good. They're just not. You take the best team in the Pac-12 with Utah and USC, and it's just kind of still falls apart from there.
It's their last year with the top dogs, and then they're really falling apart.
Oh yeah.
And to finish off, because of somebody's sorry ass team on here, these people are getting hyped. TCU will suck next year.
Of course.
I don't think they suck. I don't think they finished ranked though. They do suck.
Make up your mind.
Or they won't suck. That's what I meant to say. Getting a little loopy over here. It's getting late.
You telling me it's 11.
I was in a freezer for 7 hours today. I wonder if that would fuck up my health after a while.
No. It's like cold therapy.
I don't think so, man. It's 0 degrees in there.
I like it. I like the freezer. I used to go in there and take naps. Well, it felt good in there. But I'm glad they don't lock from the inside because that probably would have been bad. Let's get into the All-Star game reactions for the MLB. Matt?
It was a pretty uneventful All-Star game this year. Normally they're a little more high-scoring and fun, a lot more home runs. There's only 2 home runs, both by guys with the last name Diaz. First time ever, by the way.
Wait,
But
can I say something real quick, Matt?
what?
This to every commissioner in every league. Make all-star games fun again, bro. God
Baseball has
damn.
the best one.
Baseball
This one
has
just
the
happened to
best
suck. This one just happened to be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So what I said, make them fun again. The NFL,
No.
y'all playing flag football now. What the fuck are we doing?
Well,
Like, bring
baseball
it
one
back.
is competitive. Like they're actually playing, which is
I
great
don't
because they're
understand.
playing for something. Unlike
What
the
they
other
playing
leagues where
for?
they're not playing. They're playing for who get home field and home series or World Series. Home
Mm.
series.
Yeah.
So
Can't do that
the
in the
national
NBA
the
and
National
NFL.
League will have up to 4 games in the World Series this year at home.
Yep.
That's all right.
So
Can't do
that's
that
why it
in
was
the
low
NFL.
scoring.
Can't do that in the NFL, but or the NBA. But make that shit fun again.
I feel like
NBA.
you could do it in the NBA. You could. You absolutely could.
What, the East get 4 home games?
Yeah.
It's the same like bracket, other than baseball has 80 more games. It's the same bracket. Like,
Yep.
it would instantly draw attention to those games. No matter if they get hurt. Oh, that sucks. Your team's not making it there anyways.
It'd make guys like LeBron like not play 2 minutes to make sure he's gonna have, if he gets to the finals, hey, I got home field advantage.
Either way, make them shits fun again. I get what we was doing. Rest in peace to Kobe for the whole point spread thing, but take that out. Like, let's get rid of that. Let's take that out immediately. Let's put in. Let's bring back horse. Let's get top 5 one-on-one players or top 10 one-on-one players. Let's see that. Let's introduce that. Let's just make it fun, bro. Like, let's get a dunk contest a break, I think, so these people can come up with some shit we ain't never seen before.
I think
Yeah.
a one-on-one contest would be pretty sick, actually.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. Have you heard that somewhere else, or did you think about that?
I mean, people been saying it for years. We've been saying it in conversations, but like, can you imagine KD and Kyrie? Like, who the fuck matching up with Kyrie in the guard position, and who the fuck defending KD one-on-one? Who the fuck matching up with Devin Booker, bro? Like, it's a lot of shit that I would like to see, because it is. I'm saying who the fuck, but it's people out there that is like, hey, this is my chance, like a Mikal Bridges, to be like, oh yeah, I strapped too. I had to do that in Phoenix.
Yeah.
But now that I'm in the Nets, I'm gonna show y'all I play defense and I can drop fucking 30. Like, bro.
And it would also show like how close, like how good everyone in the NBA is. Like, yeah, you're fucking one-on-one with LeBron right now, the best player in the world. But LeBron might get his fucking shit taken by some fucking random dude who barely made the All-Star game because of an injury snub.
And then now that dude's going to get shot into superstardom. Then it'll be like a Linsanity effect.
Yeah. Basically, like fucking if Josh Smith ever made the All-Star game back in the day, like that kind of shit.
Was Josh Smith never an All-Star?
No.
I think that's one of like the biggest snubs in like NBA history. Like one of the big, like
the highest paid non-All-Star ever, something like that.
Yeah. But I will say about the baseball All-Star game, it's always so much fun. The presentation is just so good. It's just fan fucking tastic. Where you get like in the NBA All-Star game, everyone gets cheered. Like there's not a lot of boos unless you're LeBron or fucking Kobe, and people just fucking want to hate you because you're good. But a lot of like, so it was in Seattle this year. So the Astros just got shit all over as soon as they were introduced, just because you play for the Astros. It's really good. They do a lot of like the way it's presented. It's like, so the Rangers had 6 All-Stars this year, 4 starters with no hits. I got you, Matt. Don't worry about it. Didn't even fucking touch a base. But it's just like a really fun way to like show off like, hey, these are like the guys in the league.
Yeah. And I think at this point where it's been so perfect for so long, but like just like everything, everyone always wants change. So now people want like different changes, blah, blah, blah. And that's when it gets fucked up. And I hope baseball doesn't change it at all. Like you're doing it right. Home run derby, all-star game. You don't have to fuck with it. You don't need to throw in fucking punt, kick, and pass contest. Like
I will say though, Matt, if I like you said you don't want changes, but I would say let them come back into the game. Like your starters who you take out after a couple innings to get everybody get some work in. Let them come back in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I think one thing that would be cool is add like an event for pitchers, like an accuracy like contest, like tic-tac-toe or something, or Connect Four. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. Or like an outfielder, like how strong is your arm? Like how quick can you get it to like home plate from fucking 420?
Just something else, you know.
Not too much.
Something that doesn't take away, but just like add an extra event, like before the home run derby. People are just sitting there anyways.
I would never watch an MLB All-Star game.
You're missing out.
Fun. It's fun.
I gotta watch it in person. I hate baseball on TV.
The All-Star game is different, man. If you watch it, it's a little different. Like presentation wise, like I said, dude, it's the best done All-Star.
Because I don't want the fans to think that I don't like. I love baseball. I wish my school could have afforded a team. I played baseball. I played pitcher, first base. Love baseball. I've hit some dingers, like some crazy dingers in the 8 games that we did play. Like I love baseball, bro. My uncle, shout out to my uncle Shoestring, my Uncle Frank, rest in peace. Big, like when I was younger, I used to go to his softball games, and every time he came up to the mound, they was like, "Oh, there go Black Babe Ruth." That's what they call him, and because he'd be drunk, and he never ran a plate ever, because every time I've never seen this dude hit anything inside of the park, Billy, ever. Like they would try to walk him, and he would lean and get them hoes and just knock them out of there. So
Guerrero Sr.
Yeah, he used to make me and my little brother, shout Tyreek, go to practice with him, taught us how to hit them joints. So I took, like, growing up, bro, baseball coming towards me, I don't care how fast, I'm knocking that bitch somewhere. Like, I ain't gonna say I ain't never had none in the park, but, dog. So I love baseball, but I love growing up with my Uncle Frank. I love being there because the atmosphere is crazy. Like, it's crazy to be there. I can't watch it on TV, man. My great granddad, who used to babysit me, used to watch the fucking Braves, and it feel like those games were like 4 hours just on TV, and I'm just like, dog, it is 1-0. What the fuck? We've been watching this for 3 hours and 30 minutes, and the score is 1-0. So I can't watch it on TV, and I think it's because of what happened to me when I was young. But I'm gonna check one out.
Well, the All-Star game is a lot of, like, they give it to the players to, like, handle the broadcast. Like, there's broadcasters, but it's a lot of, like, mic'd up players. They're talking to them on the field, or they give them a mic in the dugout. You get to, like, interact with the dugout, stuff like that, where they make it fun on, like, a game where it's like, and there's ball 3. And that's
it. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to check it out, man. This is an early show, Billy.
Was an early show. We got a lot of topics in still.
We did. Missing you, Christian. Christian Corner would have pushed us over that mark. Once again, shout out to Christian, man, because we do have regular lives. We are regular guys. We just got the best sports take because you know why? We're not afraid to be wrong.
Bingo.
We're not afraid to be wrong, bro. And once we start making millions, still gonna be the same wrong. And it's all right. You can tell me about it on Twitter or Instagram. Because I'm going to reply back because I can joke. So I'm with it. Matt, are you drinking beer out of a thermos?
That's water. All right.
Cap.
Took the night off of drinking.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's water.
Smells like a little Coors Light to me, but.
Don't disrespect me, all right?
Miller, my bad. Bush
Light, baby.
I knew it was one of them.
That's
Billy,
those-
what you got, man? The Dale Earnhardt D Wade shirt on.
what? This is a more Hamlin shirt.
Way to be insensitive and get us canceled at the end of the
Yeah,
show.
dude, what the fuck?
Does
Now I thought it
that
was a
not
great
look
show.
like? Does that not look like it's D Wade colors? It
It's
look like
the
a Miami.
Raise hell, praise DeMar Hamlin.
Hey man, it looked like a D Wade shirt. It looked like it could be a Dale Earnhardt senior shirt. It's a lot going on with that shirt, Billy.
I think you're just being a
It
hater.
looks like it's on backwards, first of all.
Yeah.
Now it's the front because I used the Amazon Prime one, and it was like this is the one that like donated to the charity or whatever. So this is the one I got.
So it is a D Wade shirt. All right, because that's not no damn Hamlin shirt.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
That's
Anyway, I do want to say a big shout out to us. We're not big braggy on this show, but our last reel got over 25,000 views. Even if you equate for bots, that's a lot of fucking views. We got over 30 shares, which again I think it was like 31. It might be 32. So we appreciate all the strangers that are sharing the reels and doing all that stuff. To the regular fans who are actual people, if y'all could just share the show, that'd be fucking pretty sweet. But I understand that y'all the scroll and mindlessly don't pay attention. That's cool. But just a big thank you to all the bots for viewing and the people for hitting that share button. I did make sure I went in and said thank you for sharing on each fucking video, so appreciate it.
He did that. Yeah, he did that. We're getting bigger and better, man. 25K. Actually 29.9 right now. I looked earlier.
Yeah.
So getting close to 30K, that's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. Now we can get our friends that say they are friends that support this show to just hit the share button, bro. Maybe your cousin or producer for ESPN or Fox Sports, and they
Your
be
uncle
like,
in
hey,
prison. Something.
yeah. Just need the views, the subscription, the views, man. Merch coming soon. Me and Billy been talking about it. We got to do it. I had somebody ask me today, hey, where's the merch? It's coming. It's coming. It's been a great show. I love doing this every week, and I can't wait until next week so we can tell y'all about the wonderful world of sports. I've been Tonio.
I've been Billy, man.
And
I've also been Billy
Butler.